you have the opportunity today to work on your homework like I promised you. I'm going to give you as much time as you need. I know we're on kind of a weird shortened schedule today because it's Wednesday early out. You guys are in here until 9:37. So you have about 34 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to give you about 30 minutes to work. Solid time to work. Homework's due tomorrow. I might give you even some time tomorrow to work on it in class because I know some of the farm kids are getting back, and I want to give you some time, and I know one day is sometimes not enough, especially when you're working. So, but take your time, move your desk around, sit next to somebody you'd like to, have some lively conversations. It doesn't have to be dead quiet in here, but I want to give you some time to work. The last 5 minutes of class, I want to intro what we're going to talk about tomorrow because we are going to go on to 1.3 tomorrow. Okay, does that make sense what we're doing here today? Okay. Go ahead and start working. If you want to work alone, that's fine. If you want to move around, move some desks, that's great. I applaud that. It is your time to work. If you have questions, you can ask me. I'll be making the answer key as you guys are working. So you can always ask me a question if you have one. Brett is not here. Trevor got a note for today. We got Vegas here. Got Sopal, Trendy Page is here. Yeah. Lucy's here. Michaela here. Cassidy. Is it Riley? Is that right? Is it Raleigh or Riley? Rayleigh? Okay, sorry, I see the name every day and I'm like, God, how do you pronounce that? And it's Pridmar, correct? Pridmar, okay. Riley. I'm not gonna get that right. Sorry. Alright. Is Michaela gone? Michaela here? She's gone today? Okay. She's been gone a lot. We got Cassidy here, alright. Anyone seen Bretta today? Where's she at?
She's at the ag thing, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, she wasn't on the list.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Did I not copy her name?
What? 1 and 360. You have to put like, let's see.
I would mark this one different because what it looks like they're doing, they're making inches, right? But they're not going by the traditional marker. It looks like they're giving you 10 marks. So I'd say like that's 3 out of the 10 marks. So it's 1 inch and 3/10. Like 1 3/10. Yeah, because on that one, what is that? Problem number 4. They don't go by like they don't go by the traditional marks. They just come by tens. So like 3 out of 10 marks.
You do it by 10?
Yeah, by tens. They didn't give you the normal marks like 4ths, 8ths. They gave you 10 marks in between, which is not normal.
I was wondering why it was so weird.
Yeah, it looks weird. So I think you just count by tens. So like 3 out of 10. Question. Because they didn't go by like the traditional like 4ths, halves. They went with 10 marks in between. Because you can see they count to 4, 5 middle mark, and then they went up 4, and then like the first thing. So
Voice
you're gonna
yelling
count
at
by
the
10.
thing.
So what mark is that? So it's 1 inch and 3 inches. This is weird. It's not weird.
Me and Dalton just ran. When we passed somebody, we ran on both sides of the person. And I talked to Dalton, and I think I was off of him. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, thanks, man." I was like, "I'm not talking to you." He's like, "Oh, really?" And he would like look around. Just crap out of him.
So, find the value of X and BC if D is dependent on B.
You did 6 week?
Yeah.
You have to put like RS
Oh,
equals.
so are we doing that? I don't think so, I didn't. I don't think we have.
That's dang
So we got 3 points. Find the X and BC.
2x. So B's in the middle. I need to drop it. Pretty much just gonna be 2. Add those 2 together, like 12 is 2.
And 12 divided by 4 is 3. So X equals 3.
Pretty much be like
X equals 3. BC equals 6.
You did not do that right.
Yes, I did.
C,
Do this.
D.
Here.
Brian, you do the 10K this year for the for the Plumbing Days? Or not Plumbing Days, but
I just did the
June
2
days.
mile.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How did you finish on that?
Remember?
All the cross country kids do that? Is it kind of a tradition that you guys do that?
Just some.
Oh, okay. Did your brother do it?
No.
Oh.
He was gone. He was in like Iowa City or something during that. And I did the Brit 5K.
And how'd that go?
I won that.
Nice.
For my age.
Nice. Ventura Septemberfest, they doing one too?
I don't think so.
No. They used to. They used to do a 5K.
I'm surprised they're bringing it back.
Yeah. A lot of work. I remember that used to be huge. Huge
Yeah.
when I was young. Hundreds of people were there. Tons of vendors.
There's like tons of bounce houses.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember at a rodeo one year, and
Yeah.
that was wild.
Yeah, same. I don't think that.
You just sitting there laughing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess
Yeah.
Find the value of x and
Okay, so
subtract
something's
x
kind of
and
a
that's hard to draw.
because they want you to figure out the distance of or find the value of x, right?
Same BC. Add these
So
together,
it'd
right?
be
Well, you know BD is a 4x, right?
and D's between C and D.
It tells you. It tells you that
It's the same thing.
look.
C
BD
is
is 4x,
X.
BD is also 12.
It's 12.
So that's the same thing.
is equal 12.
Now you can solve for
BD
x.
is 4x and BD is 12.
Because they're giving you what
So
BD is,
each
they're
x
also giving you what the 4 is. So you
4x
can set those two things equal,
is
solve
equal
for
to
x, and then
12.
you can plug that back in.
Divide by 4. Divide by 4.
No, we'll see who does it right. I'm stuck on how you get the.
Well, do you notice? All right, they want you to find a value of x, and then they also want you to find BC or CD, whatever you want to call it. Okay, they tell you BD is a 4x, right? They also tell you BD is also 12. Those two things are equal to each other. BD and BD, so 4x equal to 12. Solve for x, and then you can plug that back in to figure out what CB is. Okay. Kind of a trick question. I want to see if you're paying attention to what they're giving you and what you can set equal to each other.
You're just doing it. So you just divide it by 4 and then you just plug it in there. I think it was. So it'd be 3. So. So
Over what? What is that over?
Yep. And then
What's CD?
CD is 4x.
17. So yeah, right.
Subs. 7. They tell you BD is a 4x. BD is also 12. So that's the same thing. They tell you BD twice. Because those two things are equal. So set 4x equals 12.
So then it'd be 3.
There you go. And then you can
Show my work, you know?
and plug it back in because they want you to find what
Yeah, that's
C.
why
Where do we
I
plug
was
it
just
back
gonna
into
copy your
then?
stuff.
What we're
BC.
supposed to find
Plug it down.
Oh, that's
BC
right.
is the same thing as CB.
So what
So
is
you take the 3, plug it back in, and then you have both answers.
BC.
Wait, where do we plug that back into?
CB, BC.
So we have to.
Plug that X, the 3
So-
the other one that they gave you.
4 times 3 is 12 minus 9 is 3.
Then we have to figure out what BD is then?
It's 3.
Oh.
BC.
x is x is
Remember you
So
said
it's BC.
BC, that's what you should.
Because 4x. 4 times 3, you know. It's 12 minus 9. 3.
Yep.
You have to
I
put
think
4
we
in
need
there.
some help.
You have to turn x into a 3 and you have to multiply. I know I'm right.
Oh, you are right. I am. Yeah.
Oh, you're actually right.
I know I'm
Did you
right.
guys get that?
Yes.
It's 3.
Oh, I'm so
Great, you figured it out.
We need some help.
Seriously on that same one.
Yeah.
And we found your 3, right?
No.
Plug it back into the thing they gave you. What was CB?
Like, it didn't CV 2x.
That would be this 1 4.
Okay.
So what is that?
So 6.
Done. Move on to the next question.
If they.
That's what they wanted. They just
Oh.
So like it's 16. It's 1 and 7 16. No, it's not 7 16.
No, I said plug it back in.
Yeah, 1 and 7
Okay.
16.
Divide by. Yeah.
Well, 3.8.
We made it way harder. No,
I did not.
yes, you did.
No, it's
So, oh shoot.
And M.
Yeah.
2, 4,
Okay, so now we have to do the same thing. CB equals CX minus the Z.
And then that would be 7, and then it would be what's 7 times 14, 15, 16.
Measurement of each segment and each figure is not found together. Yeah. Well, 2 plus 2 is 4. And then
You should start
So
with
2 minus 3 plus 1 minus 7 is 14.
it's 1.3. 4 plus 1.3.
5.3.
Do we have to show our work? Or like,
If there's any work to be shown.
1.
You know, if it takes more than a couple steps, probably. But if it's like once, I'd be like,
I just did that.
I know it's 3.
is it 3?
I have no idea. I just made that number up.
Oh, for 8?
I don't. What do you find?
Just look at
What?
What do you find on 8?
then it's
On
1
Yeah.
What do you mean? What did you say?
What do you get on 8?
3.
million.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Oh.
3. That actually is
That's
correct.
nuts, because I just made that number up in my head. Hey, it's 3. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Way
that's
to go,
weird.
Mark.
I just made it up.
Subtract it.
That works.
4.1.
Good guesser, I guess.
It's not 2.1.
Wow. Good guess.
Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's like that sometimes. Is it? So 16.
We have to do a whole bunch of yeah.
These are.
We could do it. This is halfway. This is half on.
So if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 16.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then the 8. Okay, so these are the 4. Yeah, these are the 4. And these are the 6. And those are the 8. So.
Now we're at 21.
4.4? 18, right? Because those little like pink marks, right? The pink marks mean that those 2 6 are the same size.
That's a good stuff. 16s go by the odds.
Say it again?
11.
Oh, yeah. So the really small markers?
Yeah.
16ths, 1, 3, 5, 7.
Oh, okay.
They go by odds. If you go with the really
1,
small
3,
markers.
5, 7. So 1, 7.
Which one are you doing there?
I like inches.
10.
10.
And then we gotta find
1 and 7, 16.
and YZ.
Mm, 1, 3, 5, yeah. 7, 16. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I don't like measuring.
sure, but
That's why I reviewed it. Most people just aren't comfortable. They just don't know it's 16. Yeah. They just know see it every day.
472. Why is it equals 72?
Because 18 times 4.
Why is it equals 72? Why is it equals 72?
C
You told
is
me.
equal to 8.
Yeah,
Gotta get 4. See, look. 4. 4. 4. Are you talking to your apps after this?
yeah. What'd you get on your first?
No, it was your first year.
No, I'm in 4. I have stay home again. Stay home is probably so awkward. It's always so quiet in there.
Yeah.
If someone says that,
Wait, are you looking at?
It's awkward.
quack. Yeah.
XY is 175.
Yeah, that's large numbers. XY 7A. Oh, 20. XY equals
Pretty much we just have to add the first two numbers together and then divide it over.
AB 14B is equal to 175.
How are we supposed to do that? I would want my long efficiency.
I'm just gonna math this. I'm gonna math. 15. Nothing else makes sense. It's got to be.
It's not 15.
It's probably not. Yeah, but it's got to be 15.
That's it.
Whoa.
I'll write it down.
Oh, this is not.
Alright, let me try.
I lost you.
I'll look up my log.
So I did 3. 28. 4. Then you have to
12.
with the remainder 0.5.
Did we do something wrong?
It's-
I don't think that.
12.5.
Are we allowed to use a calculator?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well, we'll pull those puppies out.
I'd use this thing. I think we did it right.
Okay. Hey, in about 2 or 3 minutes, we're gonna review. We're gonna highlight what we're doing tomorrow. Okay.
We did. I said 12.5.
Remember, I'll give you a little bit of time tomorrow, right when you walk in. But homework's due at some point tomorrow.
12.5.
I have no idea.
Just clear it. You stop hitting that up arrow. 12.5 times 8.
100. Something this or this right now.
Why is he using that?
Counter did not come out right. So 12A is equal to 6.
For the last two, is this what you got?
6. circle my answers or no?
Yeah, you're fine. If you do, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I think we need something to do stuff on it.
Sure.
Want me to do something myself and look it up on easier?
We have to do 20, 21, or 27, 22.
My phone was on loud. All day. All day now.
All first and second period.
All first and second period. I don't have any friends.
I was about ready to text him.
Okay, about 10 seconds here. We're going to go through our topic for today. Okay. Hey, let's talk about what we're going into tomorrow. Because again, we're out of section 1.2 now. We're moving into 1.3, which is actually called distance. Now, the reason why we cover that is because the topic that we're in segments, right? Segments actually are measurable. You can put a ruler down, you can measure it as you guys are getting used to the marks on a ruler and getting used to how to do that. We can talk about distance. Now, there's two types of distances that we can cover, right? We can do number line distance, and we do Cartesian coordinate system distance. What I mean by that is on a number line. So here's a number line. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. All right. When you cover distance, like between two dots, you know, whatever your dots are, and let's say this segment's connecting them, this distance is pretty easy. Most people can count it with their fingers. Like, how many bunny leaps did it take you to go from -1 up to the number 3? Took you what? 4 bunny leaps? That's the distance between them. There's literally like 4 gaps between them when you actually count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. There's an actual formula for that. Okay, what you do is, it doesn't matter the order, but you take whatever the two numbers are, x and y, you subtract them in any order you like. Y minus x, x minus y, and then you place them in absolute value bars. That's how you find the distance. A lot of people don't realize that. You can do that for anything on a number line. It doesn't matter the order, because when you take the absolute value, it just cancels it out. Okay? So, if I go -1 minus the number 3, right? So it's actually that number minus the other number, whatever it is. So if this is a negative number, that's fine. It'll be minus a negative. And then you put the absolute value bars. Now what's -1 minus 3? -4, and then you take the absolute value bars of it, which are positive, right? That's how absolute value works. That's distance on a number line. Very easy. Most people have seen it. I'm betting on you've probably seen that once at least in Algebra 1, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the easy one, because it actually, this is the reason why we have absolute value right there. Absolute value is a distance, right? By definition, that's what the little bars mean. It's a property of real numbers. It literally means, by definition of absolute value, it's the distance from 0 on a number line. So when you're trying to find the distance from 0 to this number on a number line, how many bunny leaps did it take you to get from 0 to -4? It took you +4 steps to get there. It's like a Fitbit, if anyone wears a Fitbit. It counts how many steps you take. It doesn't matter if you go forwards or backwards, it's marking how many steps you took. That's a positive distance. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, does that make sense? How you do that? We'll review this tomorrow, but this is just a quick intro. Then, the harder topic. That one's easy. It's straightforward. It doesn't matter the order you subtract. The second topic is, how do you find distance on a Cartesian coordinate plane, coordinate system? Probably some people are kind of unfamiliar with that term. This is the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, I think, what do you call it? Just a graph or an XY graph? I don't know, what do you call it? What's the terms you guys use in algebra class? Coordinate plane?
Yes.
Okay, alright, coordinate plane. It's called the Cartesian coordinate system. It uses an X and Y. It's made by a French mathematician, René Descartes, 17th century, I think. But we still use it today. It's a pretty simple, basic thing. A lot of people don't realize it. It's just 2 number lines. That's all it is. They just took one number line, which is kind of what you're looking at there, and then put another one going up and down. That's all it was. So you have, numbers going this way, which is just positive numbers. This is the origin. then this negative numbers. It's just, that's the normal x-axis that I just drew here. And then they just put another one going up, so positive and negative. Now why we have this system is so that you can get to anywhere, you know, any particular location by just knowing a simple coordinate. You give me the horizontal number first, you give me the vertical number second. How I always remember this, like how coordinates work, you have to pick an elevator. So imagine this is like a hotel. You have to pick the elevator you want to go in, and then you can go up and down in it. That's how it works. It's a simple way to remember it. So, you know, if I said 1, 2, that means, you know, if you start here, this is the lobby. You have to pick the first elevator, positive 1 elevator, and then you're going up to the second floor, and that's what and that's how I always remember it. I know it's silly, but it's a visual thing. That's the way I think of it. Okay? You can find distance on this. Now it's different. You know, distance here is easy. I can count it with my fingers. I didn't have to even remember a formula. But on a Cartesian coordinate system, there is a formula, and it's tough. It's something that a lot of people just don't think about. I'll give you the formula. I'm just gonna write it out here. Tomorrow is the idea where I'm gonna explain, like, where does this mess come from? That's your formula. So the formula to find distance on a Cartesian coordinate system. It's x minus x squared plus y minus y squared. Ugh, it's ugly. It's ugly. There's a lot of stuff there. Some people don't understand what squares are, so I'll explain that. Some people don't know what that little like bracket thing that I have around it, that's a square root symbol. So those are things we're going to discuss tomorrow. Does that make sense? Okay. That's what we're going to be talking about. Now obviously I gave you like the most basic introduction of what we're doing. Tomorrow we'll cover some topics that will make you uncomfortable. They're going to be harder than you expect. Okay. Homework due tomorrow. I'll make it due at any point tomorrow. I don't care if you turn in at the end of the day or if you turn it in the morning. I don't care. I just want it done tomorrow. Okay? Make sense? Okay, if you haven't already, take a picture of it if you're still working on it. If you're done, great. You can always turn it in and whatnot. I will give you some time tomorrow in class to work on it right when you walk in, okay? So I promise you that. I